Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Adena Springs, BC2A Paste, Bevins Motor Company, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Rumfield Hay and Grain, Claiborne Farm, GLC 5500, Gainesway, Horse Sense, IRT, Keeneland, Kinetic, Lane's End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Sally Horse Fans, and Thoroughbred Times.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring Grade 1 stakes action from Saratoga and Del Mar and a record fourth winner of the Grade 2 West Virginia Derby for trainer Steve Asmussen. We begin at Mountaineer Park with the West Virginia Governor Stakes. Tapazar, the 3-5 favorite, Peter Berry picks up the call.
It's Tapasar the inside by a head over Saruni. They're 2 lengths in front of Colizio. Popular Politics, 3 wide is Parody, and 5 lengths away to Headache with 5/16 to go. Race on in earnest now, and Saruni has gone to the lead. Saruni gets ahead in front of Tapasar, who's fighting back. They reach the quarter pole by 4 lengths. On the outside, Parody followed by Colizio, and then Popular Politics and Headache around the bend. And Tapasar, game on the inside, pinches about a half length in front of Saruni. They're 4 lengths clear of Colizio. Headache is coming up along the inside, and then comes Parody, but it's Tapasar nicely clear down to the 16th pole. Moves 3.5 lengths in front of Saruni, and it's going to be Tapasar. Tapasar comes on to score by about 5 lengths.
Odds-on favorite Tapazar rolls to a 4.5 length victory over Headache as runners by Gainesway Stag and Tappet finish 1-2. Corey Nakatani aboard in 142-2. The first of 2 stakes winners on the card for Nakatani and trainer Steve Asmussen. Tapazar was making his first start since finishing second in the Grade 3 Razorback Handicap. The 4-year-old colt was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Winchell Thoroughbreds LLC. A 2-time graded stakes winner, Tapazar has earned nearly $425,000. Tapazar paid $340 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Woodbine for the Grade 3 SEAGRAM Cup. Pool play, the 9-5 favorite, Dan Loisel picks up the call.
Incredicat toward the far turn. Watched closely by City Wolf, who's just a half a length in arrears. Then Stunning Stag, James Street's down toward the rail. Alpha Better's out there 3 wide. Pool play 6 lengths off the lead. Then Medi, Docky, Hospi Surge. Incredicat, 3/4 in 12-3. And now City Wolf comes on the outside and takes over. And it's City Wolf at the top of the stretch. Alpha Better's in there with a big shot at long odds. City Wolf put the strong left-handed pressure on the outside. Alpha Better trying to catch City Wolf as they come to the last 16th of a mile. City Wolf looking for the wire. Alpha Better is surging late. Alpha Better in a SEAGRAM Cup shocker.
23-1 long shot Alpha Better by Adena Springs New York Stag and Alphabet Soup gets up to defeat City Wolf by half a length. Tyler Pizarro aboard in 143-3. Second, beaten only a nose in the Victoria Park Stakes just over a year ago, Alpha Better records his first stakes victory. The Danny Vella trainee has made all 17 career starts at Woodbine with 5 wins on his resume. The 4-year-old colt was bred in Kentucky by Adena Springs and was a $27,000 Adena Springs 2-year-old. Alpha Better has earned $292,000 for Bulldog Racing. To Saratoga for sprinting fillies and mares in the Grade 2 Honorable Miss Handicap. It's Me Mom, the 9-5 favorite. Tom Durkin has the call.
The opening quarter, 21 seconds flat. A spectacular opening quarter mile here. It's Me Mom, the leader. Winning Images Racing second. Roaming Treasure is third. 6 lengths back. CC's Pal fourth on the inside. Maple Force is fifth. 5 lengths back to Beat the Blues. And at the back of the pack here, Island Bound and Belle of the Hall. The field turning for home. Here's that half mile. 43 3/5 seconds. Taking its toll on It's Me Mom. On the outside, Roman Treasure. And here they come into the final furlong with Maple Forest coming through. It's Me Mom is spent. It's Maple Forest, the leader. Roman Treasure, CC's Pal. Island Bound on the far outside. Belle of the Hall coming down to the line. CC's Pal, Island Bound. And CC's Pal holds on.
3-1 second choice. CC's Pal rallies to defeat Island Bound by a neck. Junior Alvarado aboard the OBS Sells Graduate in 109-4. The third stakes victory of the season for CC's Pal, who has won or placed in 10 consecutive added money events since moving into Rick Dutro's barn last fall. The 5-year-old mare by Alex's Pal was bred in Florida by Beth Bear and was a $7,500 OBS October weanling. CC's Pal has won or placed in 19 stakes during her career and has earned $798,000 for Eric Fine. Saratoga Stakes action is presented by Brumfield Hay and Grain, serving the horse industry since 1938. More racing coming up, but first here's the upcoming schedule in the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 2 Best Pal Stakes coming up in the segment. We begin with fillies and mares at Del Mar in the Grade 1 Clement L. Hirsch Stakes. Include Me Out, the 8-5 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
Less than a half mile to go in the Clement Hirsch, and Switch has set sail for home. Switch is kicking on now, leads by 2 to KCAC, Great Heart at the rail. Zaffine's Pearl, now Include Me Out. Can she get out of there? She's in behind horses right now, but here she comes. Include Me Out is now on a roll. Just got to find somewhere to come after Switch. In behind that, we have Star Billing and then Amani. Top of the lane, Switch got first run, but Include Me Out has taken dead aim on her. And Include Me Out now strides up alongside a Switch. Running a big one is Star Billing chasing them. But it is Include Me Out in full flight for the wire. Chased home by Star Billing. Include Me Out, all hearts. Star Billing stretching her. They hit the wire. Include Me Out hung on. Star Billing ran a huge one.
The heavy favorite Include Me Out holds off fast closing Star Billing by a neck. The winner under co-high weight of 123 pounds and Joe Talamo in 141-4. The fourth graded stakes victory in 5 starts this year for the Ron Ellis trainee, who was coming off a second-place finish in the Grade 1 Vanity Stakes. The 4-year-old filly by Include was bred in Kentucky by Brereton C. Jones and was a $150,000 yearling. Include Me Out has earned $683,000 for JMS Stable. Del Mar Stakes action is presented by IRT, flying your horse with care for over 40 years. To Saratoga for the Grade 1 Alfred G. Vanderbilt handicap. 6-5 favorite Shackelford is dropping back as we pick up the call by Tom Durkin.
MC takes the field through the opening quarter mile here in 21-4 in the mud. So it's MC the leader. Rothko pressing. Poseidon's Warrior on the outside. Shackelford, the Preakness winner, is now 4th and in behind the leaders. On the outside, Justin Phillip moves to 4th, and Shackelford is faded back to 5th. And now the field coming to the top of the stretch. MC and Rothko head-to-head for the lead. Just to their outside, long shot Poseidon's Warrior. 3/16 to go, and Shackelford has faded to last. Down to the final furlong. MC fighting hard down toward the rail. On the outside, Poseidon's Warrior. In between those two, Rothko. Justin Phillip is coming on fast. Amazing Destiny. They're coming down to the line. Could it be Poseidon's Warrior? Yes!
36-1 long shot Poseidon's Warrior takes it by a neck over Justin Phillip, who has a neck on front running MC. Irad Ortiz Jr., the winning jockey, in 109-2 over the muddy track. A stakes winner at 2 and 3, Poseidon's Warrior becomes a Grade 1 winner during his 4-year-old campaign. The Maryland-bred colt by Speightstown was a $90,000 2-year-old. Trained by Robert Reed Jr., Poseidon's Warrior has earned $634,000 for Swilcan Stable. Back to Del Mar for 2-year-olds in the Grade 2 Best Pal Stakes. Sheer Magic, the even money favorite. Once again, here's Trevor Denman.
Tightly bunched, a half mile to go, and Amerish the leader to K Court. Air Kitty is right there on the inside. No More is settled in 4th. Just behind that comes Air of Storm down at the rail. Alongside is Shearer Magic, 4 lengths off the leaders. Marino has to go 4 wide. Last of all is Miss Empire. They come into the quarter pole, and Amerish tries to break loose now. Amerish opens up by just about 2. Air Kitty's running a big one from second. No More's on the outside. Behind that comes Air of Storm. Shearer Magic battling today. Shearer Magic a good 6 off them. Along the inside, Miss Empire's running on. They come for home now, and here's Air Kitty. Air Kitty, no more on the grandstand side, these two. Air Kitty, no more, running on late. Miss Empire, no more is going to get up to win it. No more to win the best pal. No more, 1.5 lengths.
In the first start of his career, and wearing the familiar silks of J. Paul Redham, No More is the winner by 1/2 length. Fillies Air Kitty and Miss Empire round out the top 3. Garrett Gomez aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:16 flat. No More, just one of several talented juveniles in the barn of Kentucky Derby winning trainer Doug O'Neill. His brother Dennis, who also selected I'll Have Another for Redham Stable, acquired the winner for $210,000 at the Barrett's May 2-year-old sale. The colt by Lionheart was bred in Kentucky by Joseph Lacombe Stables Incorporated. No More earned $90,000 for this impressive maiden victory. The colt was consigned by Castle Park Farm, Noel Murphy agent, to the 2011 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he originally was purchased by Red Wings Enterprises for $130,000. Grade 2 Best Pal Stakes winner No More, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. The lanes and stallion of the week is Langfuhr, who counted his newest stakes winner last weekend, with Harrods Creek skimming over the turf at Saratoga to take the $100,000 John's Call Stakes by 3 3/4 lengths. Langfuhr was among the top 15 leading sires for 7 consecutive years. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 2 West Virginia Derby coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with fillies at Saratoga in the Grade 1 PRIORESS Stakes, run at the Spa for the first time. Agave Kiss, the 9-10 favorite. Once again, here's Tom Durkin.
22 flat opening quarter mile. Agave Kiss with her usual tack out there 2 lengths. 2 Wendy Wee runs along in second. On the outside, Judy the Beauty is third. Farthest out, Jazzy Idea is fourth. And then farther back, Living Country has tailed off. And Emma's Encore, 8 lengths from Agave Kiss. Here's Agave Kiss turning for home. 44 3/2 mile. Top of the stretch, Agave Kiss, 3-length lead. Judy the Beauty is second. On the far outside, it's Jazzy Idea. Emma's Encore kicking in late. Agave Kiss starting to wilt. Judy the Beauty is coming, and so too is Emma's Encore. It's Judy the Beauty and Emma's Encore on the wire. Too close to call.
And let's take another look at that photo finish. As odds-on favorite Agave Kiss starts to fade, it's 3-1 second choice Judy the Beauty taking the lead under Joel Rosario. But 5-1 Emma's Encore and Junior Alvarado are challenging on the outside. And Emma's Encore gets up to take the photo by a nose. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sales Graduates as Agave Kiss settles for third. 6 furlongs in 109-1. The first Grade 1 victory since 2007 for Hall of Fame trainer Alan Jerkins. Emma's Encore was a 39-1 long shot when she won the recent Grade 3 Victory Ride Stakes. The filly by Congrats was bred in Florida by Equest Thoroughbreds Incorporated and was a bargain $2,000 Keeneland September yearling. Emma's Encore has earned $343,000 for Brenda Mercer and Peter Burglar. To Woodbine for the final leg of the Canadian Triple Crown, the Breeders' Stakes. Queens played runner-up and Prince of Wales Stakes-winning filly Dixie Strike, the 5-2 favorite. Dan Loisel picks up the call.
They run to the 3/8 pole. La Tigre and Colleen Sailor stride for stride. Sammy Maudlin looms menacingly in third, and the Prince of Wales winner, Dixie Strike, is poised to pounce as they come over to the top of the stretch. And here comes Dixie Strike launching her bid as they straighten away. Dixie Strike, Irish Mission is coming on, and Aldous Snow has clear sailing on the far outside. Irish Mission, a narrow lead. Aldous Snow and Irish Mission in one of the great battles. Irish Mission on the inside, and on the outside, Aldous Snow. What a fight here! Last 16th of a mile. Irish Mission with the upper hand. Irish Mission heroically held on to win the Breeders' Stakes.
The filly Irish Mission by Ashford Stud Stallion Giants Causeway holds off Aldous Snow by 1/2 length. Alex Solis, the winning jockey, in 2:30-4. Irish Mission captured the Woodbine Oaks and finished third in the Queen's Plate over the main track before settling for sixth in the Prince of Wales Stakes at Fort Erie. She's the fourth winner of the Breeders' Stakes for trainer Mark Frostad. The filly was bred in Ontario by Samson Farm and was a $375,000 Saratoga yearling. Irish Mission has banked $834,000 for Robert S. Evans. To Mountaineer Park for the Grade 2 West Virginia Derby. Champion Hanson, with the tip of his tail dyed blue, the 3-5 favorite. Once again, here's Peter Barry.
It's Hanson up on the outside, being made to work here by Hero of Order, and they sprint clear. They've opened up a lead of about 6 lengths as they run to the back stretch. Racing in third, a clear third at the moment, is Call to Serve. Back in behind them then comes Bourbon Courage. Racing down along the inside next is La Bernardin. Up on his outside is Penn's Grant. A long way off then to Macho Bull, and the trailer is Zeke Camelot, and they're covered by about 25 lengths as they run to the second turn. And on the inside it's Hero of Order with Hanson. Just stalking them is Macho about to hook out 3 wide with 3/8 to go. Those 3 about 4 or 5 lengths in front as they run now to the 5/16 pole. Hanson now grabs a half length. Hero of Order back along the inside. Macho is next, Penn's Grant, and making ground between runners next is Bourbon Courage. And as they run to the top of the stretch now, Hanson has a race on his hands. It's Hanson coming around the bend. He's out by about 2.5 lengths. Bourbon Courage is getting up along the inside. Macho is right there too as they run down to the 16th pole. Hanson is all out on the outside now. Macho down along the inside is Bourbon Courage. It's Macho winning by 3/4 of a length over Bourbon Courage.
9-2 second choice Macho by Adena Spring Stallion Macho Uno holds off Bourbon Courage by half a length. Corey Nakatani aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:49-4. After going 1 for 3 for Neil Howard to open the season, Macho is 2 for 4 out of Steve Asmussen's barn. Asmussen's record 4th winner of the West Virginia Derby, Macho was last seen finishing second in the Long Branch Stakes at Monmouth Park. The colt was bred in Kentucky by Chuck Kidder, J.K. Griggs, and Linda Griggs, and was a $160,000 Keeneland September yearling. Macho has earned $546,000 for Jerry Durant. Coming up, an emerging handicap star punches his ticket to the Breeders' Cup. Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. It's the Grade 1 Whitney Invitational Handicap from Saratoga. Bill Mott sent out 2 of the 9 starters, 5-2 favorite Ron the Greek, and 4-1 third choice Flat Out. Here's the call by Tom Durkin.
Ron the Greek is allowed to drop a dozen lengths from the lead as they make their way to the backstretch after a 23-2 opening quarter mile. So it's Endorsement the leader. Right there in his hip pocket is Trickmeister. Fort Larned cruising not far behind them on the outside third. Himbook just 4 lengths from the lead down the backstretch run. To his inside now is Rule, then Caixa Electronica, who's under a good hold there by Javier Castellano. And then Hunter's Bay has room down toward the inside. Flat Out is allowed to relax beneath Rosie Napravnik there, and still trailing the field is Ron the Greek. He's about 11 lengths from the lead. Half up in 46 4/5 seconds. Strong pace here as the field rounds the far turn. Up top, Endorsement Trickmeister and Fort Larned. They've been 1, 2, 3 all the way around the track. A testing 3/4 mark in 1:10-4. Himbook's in an all-out drive. And from the back of the pack, Ron the Greek is picking off horses one by one. He's spun very wide, though, by Flat Out. Then Caixa Electronica down toward the rail. Fort Larned comes away with the lead with a bold run at the 3/16. It's Fort Larned in front by 5. Ron the Greek way out in the middle of the track. Himbook and Flat Out coming down to the finish with Fort Larned to catch. And they're not going to catch him. Fort Larned the winner by a diminishing length and a half.
Fort Larned holds off Ron the Greek officially by a length and a quarter, with Flat Out ahead back in third. The first Grade 1 Stakes victory for jockey Brian Hernandez Jr. Time of the race, 1:47.3, a 1:09 brisk speed rating. Last of 8 when Ron the Greek won the Grade 1 Stephen Foster handicap. Fort Larned was coming off a front-running victory under Hernandez and the Grade 3 Cornhusker handicap. The Ian Wilkes trainee has won a stakes race at 4 different tracks this season. The 4-year-old colt by E. Dubai was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Janice Witham, and is out of a daughter of 2-time champion Bayacoa. Fort Larned has banked $881,000. Brian Hernandez Jr. with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. We'll have graded stakes action from Saratoga, Del Mar, Monmouth Park, and Ellis Park next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson has been presented by Adena Springs, BC2A Paste, Bevins Motor Company, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Brumfield Hay and Grain, Claiborne Farm, GLC 5500, Gainesway, Horse Sense, IRT, Keeneland, Kinetic, Lane's End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Sally Horse Fans, and Thoroughbred Times. Online at tbredweek.com.